It's on the internet though.
Way that they try to put across a picture that is, if you like, detrimental. It strikes me like it's detrimental to the defendants who, to be fair, in that courtroom it's more like a terrorist
It's
courtroom.
disgusting.
It's a disgrace that they're putting people in where there's
We've got to sit there, you see, sat there looking at it.
From point one right up to the end, not one of them defendants had a firearm, yet they're facing charges relating to firearms. The only people that shown firearms is the police. Right, now then, by showing the same firearm, they've then killed, murdered one. Now, the whole idea of this is repugnant because what it's saying is that today you do not have to have a firearm, the police will shoot you dead. Now write that headline in the paper.
What you have to see,
I know what you're saying, it's got to run level.
I understand that.
What this is a trial on the rock.
I feel better now, I bet you, because now I understand what's going on.
Because we were gunning for your blood before.
When I seen that, my head just went pop.
And I knew you would, and I knew that you wouldn't like it. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that these issues are sensitive to people, but I only get a certain amount of words to work with. And often...
I understand now, I don't understand why you've done it.
Yeah, we do now.
You know what I mean? What you'll see is, watch what happens when the inquest starts, you know, and all the things get...
Well, you can see why the trial's gone ahead. Like you said, this trial should have gone ahead before hours. But what they've done is, they've got this trial ahead to try and muddy the waters of Anthony Granger.
Well, he deserved to be shot,
and then
obviously.
when it goes to inquest, he deserves to be shot. But everybody has the right for everybody.
I agree with you.
There's two children, who have got no daddy now because of that police officer with that fucking gun firing
Could be sat over there
pulling that
having a
trigger.
beer, all we know.
More than anything, what makes me laugh is if you or I had shot that copper,
We'd be locked up.
right, it wouldn't just be locked up, mate. There wouldn't be no dragging out this and pulling up that.
No.
It'd be all
Cop killer, straight through
cop
the...
killer, 35, 40 years, you don't even question it whether they're telling...
Truth or
Tell you
not.
something as well, we was here on...
Get in the room to be able to hoodwink people, right, and basically smoke screen people. And I'm not saying that you did the headline. What I am saying is from that headline, the smoke screen is, we're not going to tell them. Now it says here, man shot dead by police had central role in robbery. To me, man shot dead by police should have been the headline. Had central role in robbery plot.
How have they come to that conclusion?
Robbery even took place.
There was no robbery.
There was no robbery.
I'm going to say one more thing as well. Do you know when they're bringing him in? Right. What they're doing is, instead of bringing them straight from Strangeways to the court, taking them all around Broughton, right, with sirens blaring and everything else, with a big arm escort.
Where they used to live.
I was here Wednesday when one of them lads handed themselves in over the hand grenade and all that in Droylsden. About 3 cars coming about. These lot, our case, they're coming in like a big convoy. But they didn't have any weapons, the police were the ones who
They
had
would have the weapons.
They've not shot anybody, the police are the ones who've shot somebody. They've not killed anybody, the police are the ones who've shot somebody, killed somebody.
They haven't even produced any firearms in any of the properties or anything like that at all.
A balaclava appears. We got told that an officer put a balaclava on a man's head. Now, you know,
you know when they arrested him? They've got a man cuffed up, they've put balaclavas on him and took photographs of him.
That's what they've done.
Well, what I need to do is, like I say, bear with me, because this is the prosecution case at the moment. I'm doing the prosecution case, then we'll do the defence case, then we'll get to the end and we can all talk a lot more freely. You know what I mean? About everything that's gone on.
And that's when you need to get the family involved and everything.
You'll see the inquest when that starts, and a lot of the issues are going to come out there about what's happened, what's gone on. And similarly, when the IPCC report comes out, you'll see that gets in the paper as well.
Well, I've been talking to the Bannisters, and the Bannisters coming up out with the fact, and they're all saying in the chambers, this policeman's going to get charged with murder. They're all saying it.
Tell you what, it's not that long ago since that geezer up in the north, right? Police had him held was it in a park? He had a gun to his own face. What is it called?
Round Mole. They didn't shoot him straight away, they let him run round the streets with a gun, killing everyone. That's a man with a weapon.
It resulted in the death, but the man had a weapon and he can justify the police, if it was the police, which it wasn't, but if it was the police, I could have justified that in my head.
Yeah, that could have.
Right, because his bullet could have strayed anywhere.
Yeah, he went round the streets, letting off shot all over the place.
Is when we're told that the suspects haven't got a weapon, This is really concerning to me, because what do you go tell your son or your grandson or your great-grandson about your police who's supposed to be there to look after them?
Serve and
Right?
protect.
How do I explain to them that they will shoot you, but don't worry about that?
No, my 4-year-old said, Mummy, the police kill people, don't they?
You know the protest they did on
That's what they're getting to know. Kids now.
A big protest. Yeah, but why weren't you allowed to protest?
You saw me, I asked to write about it, didn't you?
Yeah.
See what I mean? So I do try and be fair.
Nobody's saying that you're not being fair.
No, I'm just explaining, you know what I mean? That, you know,
That headline isn't
things as they look at the beginning, you're going to think, this isn't right, this doesn't feel right. But just, you know what I mean?
What's your personal?
Just be a little bit patient.
When he was being talked to about the Jesus speech.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I was in the room at that time. I did see that.
You can play
I did see that. I did see that.
what I
I did
mean?
see that. I did see that. To be fair, yeah, he did.
And it would have gone in if it had been allowed.
Yeah.
But they said you can put it in, but you can't link it to this case. Then we just don't.
They weren't even going to tell us. They weren't even going to tell us that Anthony. They weren't even going to tell the jury that Anthony Granger had been shot.
No, there wasn't until someone stood up, was there?
Come out in the end though, the protest.
The protest will come out in the end, yeah. So just give us time. Do you know what I mean? But I'd love to sit down with you.
Give us one of your business cards.
I ain't got one on me. I'm there every day. What you have to be wary of though, be careful, because you know if you know what I mean. If you talk to the wrong person out here and they say they prejudice the case, you know what I mean, you could end up in trouble. Or if that goes on YouTube, you know what I mean, before the trial's gone on. You know what I mean? We could all
keep
end
hold
up in
of
a lot of bother. So just, do you know what I mean?
Be careful what.
Be careful what
I
we
mean, they know
say.
you're out here, they know you're giving out the leaflets, they know you've got the banners. Do you know what I mean? But just beware if they say that you're throwing a case off course, somebody's walked past one of the jurors and has heard our conversation.
What are you supposed to do though when family say
then
you shot my
so you know the
relative?
rules then, don't you?
I'm a community reporter, so I do know the rules. This is for the family.
There's my hand.
Alright, mate.
There's my heart. Listen to me. Don't have us
I'll try my best. Seriously, I'll try my best because
We
like
have
I
to
say,
have our views, though. We have to have our.
Tell you what, you have these
We're actually
over.
glad that we bumped into you now, because otherwise we're coming hunting you down.
You have these over, and I swear this will go on
I'll
YouTube.
try my best, you know what I mean? I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best to sit down with you and talk with you at the end. And if you be patient, see what happens with the inquest and see whether you're happy with
Let me
that.
tell you something.
Go on.
So